What up, YouTube? Back again with another video. Alright, so today's video is going to be an answer to a question that I had. Someone asked me if I carried one in the chamber and if they should or shouldn't carry with one in the chamber. So I'm assuming the person that asked me that is maybe just getting licensed, or they're new to carrying a firearm on them. So to answer that question, yes, I do. But I don't have this. This is not loaded at the moment. I got this. I just have this kind of like as a prop. So that's the only reason why this guy isn't loaded. But whenever I'm carrying, I always keep one in the chamber. Now in the beginning, when I first got licensed and started carrying a firearm, I had a little bit of anxiety about carrying. I don't know. I just had this weird thing in the back of my head that the gun may just go off or something while it's on my hip or something, and it's kind of, I don't know, it feels awkward. You know, you got a foreign object, you know, on your hip or on your back or wherever you would carry it, and it feels different. It just feels unorthodox to walk around with a firearm on you for the first time. But over time, it starts to feel normal and almost like it's a part of you. So I say that to say that at some point you're going to get comfortable and you're going to get over that anxiety at some point. Now, I don't want to rush anybody to start carrying with one in the chamber, especially if you're not comfortable. But the best way to get over that fear is to, make yourself uncomfortable till you become comfortable with it, as long as you're responsible when you're carrying. But I used to have the same anxiety, but if you carry with nothing in the chamber, you're pretty much carrying a paperweight. This firearm is not a firearm until it's loaded. And what I mean by that is, by the time you actually have to load your firearm, it's probably already too late. It's not useful anymore. You should always think that if you ever have to reach for your firearm, and hopefully, I pray that I never have to do that, but you want it to be loaded at the time that you need it, because if you have to load it, it's probably already too late. I mean, if you're drawing it, it's most likely because maybe someone drew down on you, or maybe you're just in a situation where you have to draw it to defend yourself or your family, especially if you have a family. You got to keep that in mind too. You do have a family, so you got to think about your family before you think about yourself, because to me as a man, my priority is to protect at all times. So I made myself get over that fear very fast of carrying one in the chamber. But if you're in a situation where you have to draw it, like I said, it's probably already too late. The only firearms that I don't load is the firearms that I have in my safe, because I mean, if I have to get to my safe, then yeah, it's definitely too late for that. But I just keep my firearms in my safe and I keep them unloaded. For other reasons, I just want to keep them unloaded. That's in my safe. But anything I have to get to immediately, you want to keep it loaded unless it's in an environment that you have to have it unloaded. But you got to find some way around that, because you do have to, make sure you can protect yourself at a split of a second. So, I mean, if you're drawing and it's more than one person that you have to defend yourself from, even if they're not armed, they can overtake you and take your firearm from you before you can even load it. So, I say that to say, I keep my firearm loaded at all times. I keep one in the chamber. I did go about a week or two just trying to get used to carrying it, so I didn't have one in the chamber. But like I said, I got over that fear really quick. I just started carrying with one in the chamber, and at some point I got used to it. I got comfortable. I felt like the firearm was trustworthy, and these things are designed to have one in the chamber. Like, that's why they don't go off when you cop one in the chamber. You have to pull a trigger for a majority of these firearms for it to fire. So they are designed to have one in the chamber. So you really don't have a lot to worry about. It's not gonna. I know there's those nightmare stories about firearms going off, but maybe when they're dropped or when they're bumped really bad, and those are the anomalies that happens. But if you had your firearm long enough to know that I won't do that, as long as you're pretty comfortable and you feel secure about it, then definitely carry, with one in the chamber. I would definitely say and suggest that anybody that's going to start carrying, especially these days, man, it's crazy. People are crazy, and just be safe out there. At least be responsible. If you're going to carry, be responsible. And if you are going to carry and make sure this thing is hot at all times. These are what these are. These firearms are designed to have one in a chamber and to be on go at all times. The only time it should be unloaded if it's away from you, far away from you. But if it's on you, that means you're probably going to need it when you reach for it. So yeah, that's just my thoughts. Do I have any other questions or whatever? I'd be happy to answer. Like I said, I take a lot of these questions and create content around it, and hopefully whoever asks me that question, they see this video and they're satisfied with my answer. Hopefully I wasn't just rambling, but I tried to explain it the best way I could from my perspective. So appreciate y'all for watching, man. Y'all stay tuned for the next video. All right, peace.